What are the messages on the Georgia Guidestones? It is written like the Ten Commandments. Number 1, maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Number 2, guide reproduction wisely. And number 3, unite humanity with a new living language. Number 4, rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Number 5, protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Number 6, let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Number 7, avoid petty laws and useless officials. Number 8, balance personal rights with social duties. Number 9, prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Number 10, be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. The Georgia Stones are on one of the highest hilltops in Elbert County, Georgia, and it is a granite monument engraved in 8 different languages on the 4 giant stones that support the common capstone are 10 guides or commandments, of which I just spoke of. Monument is alternately referred to as Georgia Guidestone or the American Stonehenge. Though relatively unknown to most people, it is an important link to the occult hierarchy that dominates the world in which we live. The origin of that strange monument is shrouded in mystery because no one knows the true identity of the man or men who commissioned its construction. All that is known for certain is that in June 1979, a well-dressed, articulate stranger visited the office of Elberton Granite Finishing Company and announced he wanted to build an edifice to transmit a message to mankind. He identified himself as R.C. Christian, but it soon became apparent that was not his real name. He said he represented a group of men who wanted to offer direction to humanity, but to date, no one knows who R.C. Christian really is or the names of those representatives. Several things are apparent though. The message engraved on the Georgia Guidestones deal with 4 major fields: governance and establishment of a world government, population and reproduction control, the environment and man's relationship to nature, and finally, spirituality. A book written by the man who called himself R.C. Christian says the monument he commissioned had been erected in recognition of Thomas Paine and the occult philosophy he espoused. The Georgia Guidestones are used for occult ceremonies and mystic celebrations to this day. Limiting the population of the earth to 500 million will require extermination of 9/10 of the world's population. The American Stonehenge references to establishing a world court foreshadows the current move to create an international criminal court and a world government. The Guidestone's emphasis on preserving nature anticipates the environmental movement of the 1990s, and the reference to seeking harmony with the infinite reflects the current effort to replace Judeo-Christian beliefs with a new spirituality. The message of the American Stonehenge also foreshadowed the current drive for sustainable development. Let's call it socialism. Anytime you hear the phrase sustainable development used, you should substitute the term socialism to be able to understand what is intended. I was going to read the full text of what is called the Earth Charter, but at this time I'm not. I suggest looking it up. It's a PDF file. It'll open in Word. But in that document you will find an emphasis on the same basic issues: control of production, world governance, and the importance of nature and the environment, and a new spirituality. The similarity between the ideas engraved on the Georgia Guidestones and those espoused in the Earth Charter reflect common origins of both. What is the true significance of the American Stonehenge, and why is its covert message important? Because it confirms the fact that there was a covert group intent on, number one, dramatically reducing the population of the world; two, promoting environmentalism; three, establishing a world government; and four, promoting a new spirituality. Certainly the group that commissioned the Georgia Guidestone is one of the many similar groups working together toward a new world order, a new world economic system, and a new world spirituality. Behind those groups, however, are dark spiritual forces. Without understanding the nature of those dark forces, it's impossible to understand the unfolding of the world events, those happening now and what is to come. The fact that most Americans have never heard of the Georgia Guidestones or their message to humanity reflects the degree of control that exists today over what the American people think. We ignore that message at our peril. This document, I have edited it, but you can find the original document at radioliberty.com/stones.htm. The Age of Reason was a book written by Thomas Paine. Its intent was to destroy the Judeo-Christian beliefs upon which our republic was founded. The hole that you see in the stone was drilled in the center stone so that the North Star could be visible through it at any moment. This is one of the several requirements stipulated by R.C. Christian for the building of the American Stonehenge, and reflects his obsession with the alignment of the stars, the sun, and the moon. Occultists often worship the alignment, movement of heavenly bodies as part of the religious ceremonies. Now, concerning the Earth Charter. The Earth Charter's history is the idea that it originated in 1987 by Maurice Strong and Mikhail Gorbachev as members of the Club of Rome. Google or DuckDuckGo, the Club of Rome, to know more about that. When the United Nations World Commission on Environment and Development called on a new charter to guide the transition to sustainable development. In 1992, the need for a charter was urged by then Secretary General Boutros Ghali at the Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit, but the time for such a declaration was not believed to be right. The Rio Declaration became the statement of the achievable consensus at that time. In 1994, Maurice Strong, chairman of the Earth Summit, and Mikhail Gorbachev, working through organizations they each founded, the Earth Council and the Green Cross International, respectfully look those up in Google. Restarted the Earth Charter as a civil society initiative with the help of the government Netherlands. Okay, I'm not reading the whole thing, but I'm going to read a few things that sort of will point your mind into the direction of what their mind is. They say to move forward, we must recognize that in the midst of a magnificent diversity of cultures and life forms, we are one human family and one Earth community with a common destiny. The global situation, the dominant patterns of production and consumption are causing environmental devastation, the depletion of resources, and a massive extinction of species. Communities are being undermined. A precedented rise in human population has overburdened ecological and social systems. The challenges ahead. The choice is ours. Form a global partnership to care for Earth and one another, or risk the destruction of ourselves and diversity of life. New World Order, anybody? Emerging world community. New World Order again. I'm thinking I'm coming to the end of it. End of what I was going to put. No. Ensure universal access to health care that fosters reproductive health and responsible reproduction. Socialism, anyone? New World Order? What this really means is abortions, the culling of the weak and their ability to reproduce. They're going to be in charge of that, not the people. Promote an equitable distribution of wealth within and among nations. Again, all I got to say is that's called socialism. New World Order. The Earth Charter document as a whole sounds good. The implementation, though, involve all nations, countries, cities to work as one, or a New World Order.